Please read the disclaimer. Lost in Japan, the series that is quite literally lost in Japan. Hello and welcome, I'm Bio, and today we're looking at another Lost in Japan series and game. And that game is King of Colosseum 2, developed and published by Spike, released in September 2004, and it's a part of the King of Colosseum series, a very short-lived series that existed exclusively on the PlayStation 2. The first game came out in 2002, had a bit of a weird name, King of Colosseum Red, and then there was a sequel in 2003, and then this is the final game that was released in the series in 2004. Yeah, I'm not too sure why this series stopped. Maybe it was not particularly received particularly well. I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to Spike, it's hit or miss, and it really is. Spike's video games that are internally developed really are hit or miss. A perfect example of this, and it's an example I'll always use, is the Jump 50th anniversary. You've got J-Star's Victory vs. Plus, which is a great game. Absolutely love that game. Plays really well. Very unique in terms of how it plays. Fighting game. Arena-based fighting game. And then you've got Jump Force, which is terrible. Absolutely atrocious. Looks horrible. Plays horrible. And it's just a fucking joke. And if you like that game, shame on you. I'm sorry. It's shame on you. You should expect better from Spike Chunsoft. You should expect better. You should not settle for less. And yet, if you like Jump Force, you did. You settled for less. That's just, that's up to you. There's no one else. You did that to yourself. You're the one who lowered your standards. No one else. Just you. And you want to push the blame onto me because I'm calling you out? Pussy bitch. Sorry. Yeah, it's one of those things that I am very passionate about. I'm very passionate about Jump Force being absolute fucking dog shit, and I do not like people telling me otherwise because you're wrong. Sorry, you are wrong. You are defending a shit game for the sake of it being jump related. So yeah, anyway, sorry for that tangent. Let's crack on with King of Colosseum 2, which is a wrestling game. I don't know Spike really developing wrestling games. Back in the day, it was Ukes that used to dominate the whole wrestling genre, at least in my opinion, with the SmackDown series. They also did other series that were Japanese exclusive, because I think Ukes is a Japanese developer. So I like how the menu's in English, and yet, yeah. All right, we'll do the standard, one player versus computer. Let's see who it gives us. Who do we have? Oh, you have to load in the character. Well, just to get a portrait, really. This way I have to wait for everyone. I'm just gonna pick someone fucking random. Boom. Where the fuck is he from? I don't even recognize that flag. Don't know. This is who we're playing as. Why? because random. And who are we versing? I'm going to close my eyes and just let go of the D-pad. We're versing this guy. Yep, there he is. We'll do type 2 for him as well. There we go. Let's just get on with it. Default settings. Let's see how this wrestling game plays. Is it going to be anything like any other wrestling game I played? I did enjoy a good wrestling game. You got to remember that I put a SmackDown game as one of my bio classics. So I did enjoy a good wrestling game back in the day. Kind of moved away from it when SmackDown vs. Raw came out. That was my final wrestling game, SmackDown vs. Raw, which I was like kind of about. You got to remember I had SmackDown, SmackDown 2. You know, Here Comes the Pain, Shut Your Mouth. So by that point, I was kind of all drained out, and the wrestling games are very similar to each other. There's graphics improved. That's pretty much it. I did have a go at WWE 2K15. I think I had a go at. That's not too bad. 2K15. That's not too bad of a wrestling game. But again, you end up getting bored. You spend ages in the character creation, making some monstrosities. You do some exhibition matches, which are fun, but then you get bored. Or wait, like the story mode's all right. Like some of the careers, because it's career, and you kind of go around the events that happen. You know, the conflicts and drama between other wrestlers are fun. But again, it's the same stuff you see back when you played Here Comes the Pain and Shut Your Mouth. So what's the fucking point? What's that? I played SmackDown vs. Raw. That was the final wrestling game I played properly, and I didn't even finish it because I got bored. Blue Wolf, I guess his nickname is. Here he comes, strutting onto the stage. Yeah, he's not so tough. You'll think I'm not tough? I have the Blue Wolf within me, and I will fuck you up, shit. There we go. Get ready to wreck some. I'm going to wreck your rectum. Oh dear. All right. Blah versus Blah. Let's go. I don't know why this guy. You got this dude on the stage here as a ref or a commentator. Looks like he belongs on Takeshi's castle. Looks like he's about to just go fight, and a big boulder's going to drop from the ceiling and knock all the both the competitors out. Yasuda! I like the PNGs. I like the fucking distorted PNG audience. It's fantastic. Little PNG pixelated sprites. Yeah, I'm guessing that. All I can guess is that this series was not that popular. It was popular. Obviously, the first two entries did well enough, because I think the second entry is more of an expansion to the first game. And then obviously you had this game, which is number 2, and then there's nothing since. So I can only assume that either this game was not received particularly well, or the series just was not popular enough. It was just popular enough to get a second game, but that was it. So.
両者の表情なんですがね、どのようにご覧になりますか？まあ、両選手ともいい顔してますよね。体調もいい証拠なんじゃないでしょうか。となりますと、いい試合を期待したいところですね。そうですね。期待できるんじゃないでしょうか。肘を打ち込んでまいります。エルボーを入れていきます。フロントからのキック。
Interesting. There is square in most wrestling games, when you do square in multiple directions, it does different moves. This one, you have the light punch and you have the kick. The light punch is from just pressing square. The kick is from pressing like on the analog stick and square.
上にはいけないですよね。ああ、そういった部分は確かに大切になってきますよね。そうですね。蹴ってまいります。キックを打っていきます。蹴りを見舞ってまいります。もうレッドゾーン入ってますね。もうここまで来ると気持ちで打ってますよ。はい、エルボー。
The fucking... I'm not gonna lie. This is a real poor wrestling game. I'm sorry. Look, this is... Anywhere on the D-pad, he just does a kick with the square button. Triangle does like a long thing. Oh, that does that. All right. It's just... It just feels awkward. Like, the game kind of feels a little bit awkward to play. Like, all the controls feel awkward. He countered me there. It's going to be rope break again. Yeah. Waste of time. He got me. Well done. Rope break once again. Okay. Yeah, he got me there. It's just weird. It is like the controls are very simple. Guess my character's tired. I don't know, he's just not moving. My character's, look, he's just hunched over like he's fucking tired or something. See, like, my character's like tired, I don't know. Never seen that in a fucking wrestling game where your fucking character doesn't do much. Oh, he blocked that. Managed to. Yeah, look, he's like, I don't know, recovering? I don't know, he's just like, look. Like, my character's out of breath. What the fuck kind of game mechanic is that? I like to remind you, I'm not seeing a stamina bar anywhere. I like to remind you, I'm not seeing a stamina bar anywhere. If you're going to have a stamina mechanic, you need to have a stamina bar. Even fucking WWE, what do they have? They have the fucking the body portraits, don't they? And they can tell where... Like, so if your character's like, oh, shit, and he's holding his head in his hands, and he's like... and you know that his head's been badly damaged, but then you can see that from the fucking red head. Like, there literally is a silhouette of a body on the fucking... on the side of the character, where his, like, health or whatever the fucking... It's not really health, but you know what I'm talking about, is if you've played any kind of WWE game. But it's normally red. That's how you're able to tell. Like, what the fuck? Like, I've been wailing on my opponent, and yet my opponent seems okay, and yet I'm fucking exhausted. How does that work? What button am I supposed to press to get my character up? There we go, rope break. Weird game. Very weird. Like, I'm mashing the fucking face buttons. Wake up! It's not nighty night time, you fucking child. God, what is he? Is he so overweight that literally doing the slightest fucking thing makes him tired? Seriously. I'm so confused. Is it just... yeah, pin me out. I do not like this. What a terrible game. I'm sorry. It's terrible. So, yeah. very basic, poor controls combined with a very strange stamina system that does not exist because there's no indicator of it whatsoever. Very strange wrestling game. No wonder it didn't fucking do very well in Japan. It does not play well. It does not. The wrestling does not flow. The combat does not flow well. It's not good. Very poorly designed. So yeah, goes again with the whole entire hit or miss aesthetic that fucking Spike tends to have. So I can honestly say I can't recommend King of Colosseum 2. Don't bother. We'll call it there. I've been Bio. Thanks for watching. See ya.